Hello there everybody, welcome back to another Train Sim World 5 video. You join us on the Manchester Airport commuter route again, or basically just the Manchester commuter route, and we're going to be in the class 390 going up to Manchester Piccadilly. So let's hop into the cab. We are basically ready to go, just need to put the safety systems on, which are all over here. Let's see what we got. AWS, Vigilance, DSD, and then the AWS isolation there, and we'll set that to normal. There you go. Thanks to Dovetail for giving us access to show this DLC off. The 390 is a layer, it doesn't come with the route, so you do need the class 390 DLC. Let's get the door shut. We're going to be calling at Stockport and Manchester Piccadilly, and we will try and do it HUDless as well, just to see how we get on. Hopefully okay. Right, Stockport next. Once all the alarms. I wonder if we can get up to a higher speed on this route. I don't think we can on this one, but maybe. Right, and let's go. Once all the alarms be quiet. Yeah, right, we're off. Okay, we're off. We're in the Pendo and we're heading up to Manchester. So we're at Wilmslow at the moment, which is the sort of penultimate stop on the route. You've got Oldley Edge just down here. And you've got the Manchester Airport line there, the Style line, and then the line via Stockport, which we're taking, which is the more direct and faster way to Manchester. So quite cool the fact you sort of get like two lines in one. I'll turn that audio down a little bit. So 100 miles an hour currently. I'm just going to do a little running brake test. That appears to be working alright. There goes the Style line. I think that's how you pronounce it, the Style line. So that goes via, yeah, I can't remember any of the stations on the Manchester Airport is off that way. Gatley, goes via Gatley. That's one of the stations on there. Hopefully you can't hear any fans in the background. It's like the hottest day of the year at the moment as of recording this, so I've got a little fan set up as it was getting a bit too much in here. Hopefully it's okay. Hopefully you can't hear it. So up to 100, and I think it does go up to 110 along here. Again, we've never driven this route going in this direction, so we might screw up, but that's the fun of doing HUDless. What's this, Handforth? What's this one? Handforth, right, we got that correct. And we've got a 9 coach as well. Yeah, a 9-car train set. But nice to have the Pendo running on another route, not just the West Coast Main Line South. I mean, this is sort of like the top. I mean, this almost is like the West Coast Main Line, sort of the top end where it sort of comes off a little bit to go to Manchester from Crewe. So a little offshoot of the West Coast Main Line. I've got a neutral section coming up. Let's pop that down. All I know is I think it's 20 miles per hour coming into Stockport. So as long as we remember that, should be alright. I suppose. So that was Handforth. Then there's another one. What's the other station? What's the station after Handforth? So I'm still very much learning this route. Can't remember. I know it's Stockport. I can't remember any of them. It isn't ideal. What's this one? So it's like completely out of my region. This one is hang on. Once the focus. Cheadle, yeah, I wasn't remember that. Still 100 as far as I'm aware. I haven't seen the 110. Unless that's something coming up now. And we got warning for a 40. Okay, well let's come down to 40. Maybe we'll get in there already. Oh, that one's waiting there. Pendo out of red. Get the brakes on fairly sharpish. I bet the 40's for going like, onto a junction or something. Oh, that's 60 down there. Yeah, we had a warning for a 40, so maybe we're coming up to Stockport already. Potentially. Or not just yet. Again, I thought we'd challenge ourselves, throw the HUD off, and see how we get on. So yeah, warning for a 40, but where is the 40? I feel like it's going to take me a little while to learn this route fully. But yeah, it's just completely out of my sort of geographical region. Even on Train Sim Classic, I've got like no routes up this end of the country. Tiny bit late to the 40. And yeah, we're coming into Stockport, I think, already. That was rather quick then. So it was, I can't remember the stations we've just gone through, I already forgot. No, Handforth and the other one. Yeah, Handforth and that other one. Something Heath. Is it 20 miles an hour coming into Stockport or not? So it's 20 miles an hour for if you're coming on the slow lines. Potentially not. No, okay, maybe it's, well, 40. Not coming into Stockport. So 9 coaches are looking for the 9 coach marker, or maybe there'll be a VT marker, a Virgin Trains marker. They're way down. Hang on, no, down the end, yeah, there's something down there for us. 911, yeah, there we go. That'll be our one as the 390s come in the 9 coach sets and the 11 coach sets. And here we are, this is Stockport. That wasn't too bad. Right, let's do that and do the doors. We got a few minutes here as well. So that wasn't too bad. Oh, we were slightly late to the 40. So what were the stations then? So there was Handforth. That was one of them. That was easy to remember. Handforth and Cheadle Hume. That's just a tough. Cheadle. That's gonna be funny. I'm gonna forget that one. Cheadle Hume. Funny station name. Right, DRA. As we're hopping out, we'll take our key out. Cool. We'll teleport back to the cab. So this is Stockport. So you've got some sort of abandoned platform there. Some sort of disused terminus platform or termination platform. Manchester Piccadilly. Cool. Oh, we're not on the oh, that's platform 3A. And there's us. Calling at Manchester Piccadilly only. Did say this one was about 20 minutes, so there's the other departures there. So quite frequent here, every sort of 3-4 minutes, and you've got a bit of a gap there, 10 minutes between the Euston and Norwich train. Nice. And the lifts do work on this route as well if you're a lift enthusiast. Here it comes. Doors open. Yeah, if you wanted to go in that, you can. Go for a little ride in the lift. There's the sort of new... Well, I'm pretty certain we haven't seen that type of banner repeater before. Sort of the smaller one. Got the off indicator as well, which is nice. Got a 323 coming in. Let's head back to the cab. In fact, let's be lazy and just teleport. There you go. And this is on the PS5 Pro as well, we're showing this on. Now, what's the speed limit going to be up into Manchester? I think it comes down to 40 on the approach to Piccadilly, and then obviously 15 coming into the platform we want to be going at. Some of the next challenge. Is that good fun though? Let's get a little shot of the train. There you go. Yeah, another route of the Pendo on. There's a signal box up there, Stockport number 2. Yeah, they're about 15 to 20 minute runs. Actually, no, 10 to 20 minute runs on this. But some of them don't stop at Wilmslow, so some of the Pendo services start at Stockport, so they're only like 10 minutes. But the one we did stops at Wilmslow, so it's slightly longer. And then from here, it's sort of a straight line into, well, apart from sort of, fairly direct into Manchester. And 25 starting speed. Oh, look at that! Here comes a 153 coming in with a TFW service. Really nice to see. Look at that. Proper long consist as well. Sort of the cool thing about running the 153 on this route is that you can actually get it up to speed. Look at that. What's that? 1, 2, 3, and then a 150. Lots and lots of different trains about. Well, that's not a bad shot actually. Let's get let's get that. With the 150 there in the background. And over Stockport Viaduct and up to 90 miles per hour. I wonder if you get any fast Pendos going through Stockport. I suppose it's quite a... Yeah, you're going through it quite slow, so I suppose maybe most of them just stop there. I don't know, do many Pendos whiz through Stockport, or do most stop there? Considering you're going quite slow through the station anyway. So up to 90. There it goes. Right, what stations did we have along here? We had no Levenshulme. That funny, another weird pronunciation. Levenshulme. Actually, that's not how you say it. And then Heaton Chapel. So once we see Levenshulme or whatever, we'll start slowing down. Let's speed up for now, though. Going at about 70 miles per hour. Doesn't really feel like it, but yep, 70. The speed limit is 90. No idea where that's going to drop either. So we'll sort of just take it steady. Oh. Now this is of course a bug. I mean, this is day 1, this is, so you will get funny issues like this. Just ignore this. Boom. Through we go. I'm sure that will be sorted fairly quickly. Right, that was Heaton Chapel. So it wasn't too much further along to the next stop. And then we'll sort of start slowing. In fact, let's start slowing down already, actually. Put the brakes on just a little bit. This is fun though. Again, just nice to drive the Pendo on another route apart from West Coast Main Line South. And this route is set in 2018, so literally just as Avanti are coming in. Like this would be, I mean, actually, if it was 2019 Avanti came in. But yeah, this would be sort of, I suppose, be, yeah, literally just as Avanti are coming in. So you probably would get a lot of the white, the sort of the blank 390s. Like got some sort of speed limit coming up here. Little tiny speed board. 75, and we're going at 65, so that's fine. So after leaving Schulm, it comes down to 75. There's the style line joining back up again. Which, yeah, I think is, well, it's, yeah, the slow line, basically. The slow and less direct line. Oh, up to 90 again, really? Don't think there's much point speeding up to 90. Considering Manchester isn't really that far away. Bit of a funny increase in the speed limit at this sort of late stage of proceedings. Now we've got a warning board here for a 40. Oh, I'd love a warning board. Yeah, we thought there was a 40 for coming into Piccadilly, and there is. 65. And yeah, this is on PS5 Pro, and we're running a little bit low here. So yeah, I've got the whole depot loading in. And sort of lining up round for the approach into Piccadilly. So we join up with the Glossop line relatively soon. Yeah, I think that's the Glossop line there on that embankment just over there to the right of us. That'll be joining up. Which you can route hop from this route to Glossop line. So if you really wanted to, you could go Alderley Edge to Manchester Piccadilly, hop over to Glossop and go up to Hadfield and back, and then back to Wilmslow. If you wanted to. So that'd be a fun little trek to do. Yeah, there's Ardwick station. Double yellow. That's the 40. You can see the train shed of Manchester Piccadilly coming into sight. And we want to enter the platform at about 15 miles an hour. And we've got the position light signal lit up there. That's funny. Should that be lit up? Single yellow. A little bit of zoom in, zoom out action. I think there actually is a 15 coming into the platform anyway. Platform's at 5. Is that another 158 coming out there? Of an East Midlands service. Oh, and that's the through platform there. Sort of the platform's far over to the left of the station. They sort of go round. They don't end. They continue on through Manchester. Onwards to Manchester Oxford Road. And here we are. I mean, it's brilliant. I mean, 2 years ago we didn't think we'd be, you know, in a Pendo coming into Piccadilly off the, you know, from Stockport way. But now here we are. 2 years later on from Glossop, we've now got another route into Piccadilly. Nice bit of track joint sounds as well coming in. Nice and steady, going about 5 miles an hour now. Down to the buffer stop. That was rather fun. We'll have to do another Pendo run on here. There we go. Well, that is going to be everybody for today's Train Sim World 5 video on the Manchester Airport commuter route. This goes back in about half hour. Hopefully everyone's enjoyed it. Links to usual places, Discord, PayPal, merch store, as well as our UK departure board link and the 5% off coupon. The route's out now, $24.99. Although, of course, if you do want to see the Class 390, you do need to own the Class 390 DLC, which is not, you don't get the 390 with the Manchester Airport commuter. It's a separate DLC. Apart from that, thanks for coming in. I hope we'll see you next time. See you all. Take care. Bye, guys.